our third fight on the main card, UFC 247 at heavyweight. You've got the Kraken, Juan Adams taking on a bad man in Justin Tafa. Matt, this is a fun fight, but is it really pay-per-view worthy on a card that you have John Jones in the main event?
Did my reaction not give it away? No, not at all. Like, this is a prelim fight, and I don't mean that to be rude to any guy, but you have to look at the records. One guy's 5-2, and one guy's 3-1. Like, those are records that you don't often see in the UFC, and not to say that neither guy can go on and have a really successful career down the line, but to have them as the third fight and sort of the curtain opener to your title fights, because it's the last fight before a title fight, it's kind of weird. And I understand Juan Adams is a hometown guy, but still to put him on that level of platform, like, I don't know why you wouldn't have... There was a lot of great prospects, for instance, that fought last weekend, mainly on the prelims, and that was a great place to put them. I don't know why you wouldn't take one of those fights and put them on this card, just to give sort of a spotlight to some younger talent.
And we've lost some good fights on this card already. There's been 3 that have been scrapped. Juan Adams, like Matt said, a Houston, Texas guy. Of course, the card from Toyota Center in Houston. And a former NCAA Division I wrestler. So he has a great wrestling base. We just don't really see it in his fights. And he's taken on Justin Tafa, who has an incredible striking career. His brother Junior Tafa is a guy that's competed in glory as a professional kickboxer. Justin Tafa, if you watch his fights in Hex Series, before he made his debut, it was big lights. I mean, it was in front of thousands and thousands of people at the Marvel Stadium against Jorgen De Castro, and he dropped like a sack of bricks. And it was a tough fight to watch if you're in the Tafa camp. A guy who has Mark Hunt in his corner, a lot of really good heavyweights to train with as well. This is a tough stylistic matchup, but the odds, Matt, and the people picking on Tapology, holy cow, the odds, minus 220, Juan Adams, plus 180, Justin Tafa. And over on Tapology, out of a ton of votes, 75% going with Juan Adams with 82% by knockout. Do you agree with them? And how do you see this fight going?
I do agree with those odds. Again, I told you before we started filming, this is kind of a poor man's Junior Dos Santos versus Curtis Blades, because Justin Tafa, is mainly a striker, not really known for his ground game, and Juan Adams, very wrestling heavy guy. We haven't seen it, like you said, in the UFC as much, but you know he definitely has that skill in his back pocket. I feel like Juan Adams, there's a very good chance he's going to go out there and just kind of wrestle Justin Tafa for the total of the 3 rounds. We saw it in some of the Tafa's earlier fights before he came into the UFC. He was able to get taken down and controlled by guys who have far less wrestling credentials than Juan Adams. So I feel like Adams' wrestling is really going to translate well into this fight if he does decide to use it. So I'm going to say Juan Adams by, and I hate to say this, it's going to be a boring decision. He's going to be very wrestling heavy, but it's going to be an Adams decision.
Yeah, I could see it with an Adams decision as well. I mean, Justin Tafa has very high-level striking credentials, and you could certainly see him going in there, starching the hometown guy and calling out somebody bigger and better. We've seen it with Rosenstruck and Cyril Gahn, and a lot of guys moving up the ranks quickly. Maybe Justin Tafa wants to insert himself into that conversation. Of course, even Jorgen De Castro taking on Greg Hardy in his next fight. But I think Juan Adams, like you said, he's going to be able to get it done. Pressure, take down, and just continue that plan for all of the 3 rounds. Get a decision win. Get a good one in front of the hometown crowd. We're both going with Juan Adams, but what you're not going to want to miss, Matt, is our UFC 247 predictions. We got 5 minutes for the co-main, 5 minutes for the main. Jones, Reyes, Chukagian, Shevchenko, all the prelims, all the main card. You're not going to want to miss it. Here, Fight Night Picks on YouTube, Matt. Let's get into it.